Hello, my name is Christian Cardona, and this video is on our SPL 6 assignment, specifically the question of to define and describe the 5 stages in a traditional formal systems development process. So today's video is on the systems development lifecycle. So the systems development lifecycle is made up of 5 steps. The first step in the systems development lifecycle is, of course, with any lifecycle that we go over, is planning. And so planning is our first stage. Basically, the planning involves identifying and defining your problems. What are the problems that need to be solved? And so we want to define our goals as well as our objectives. What are the goals of the system? As well as implementing certain feasibility studies, looking at different aspects of the company, such as financial aspects, organizational aspects, and technical aspects. Financial, can we do it? Can we afford it? Organizational, are our employees going to adapt to this type of system? And technical, do we have the technical means to put out this system in terms of like technology, computers? Basically, the outcome of your planning is to have developed your goals, as well as have done these feasibility studies in terms of financial, organizational, and technical terms. The second step in the systems development lifecycle is analysis. And so basically analysis involves determining requirements. What do the users that will be using this system, what do they want from the system? Do they want to be able to, for example, with Inside Pacific, do they want to be able to look at their registration forms? Do they want to look up their class schedules, fill out timesheets? What do they want from the system? And so the outcome of analysis is to have defined the system's requirement. For example, like I was saying, Inside Pacific's analysis stage involved understanding the requirements for the faculty, staff, professors, students, such as viewing grades and printing transcripts. The third stage in the systems development process, after we have basically planned and put out an analysis, is to design the system. And so designing is the third step. Designing involves converting the requirements, what the people want, to technical blueprints. And so the outcome of the design stage is, one, the hardware design. The computers that are involved, the networks, the output devices, as well as the software design, which is the user interface design, and the program specifications. So from design we get both the hardware and the software design based upon the requirements that were set by the people in the analysis stage. And lastly, step 5 requires, or step 4, we're on step 4 now, is implementation. And so the implementation process basically is based upon the designs. And so do we need to build or acquire hardware? Do we need to build or acquire software? Do we need to install software? Do we need to integrate the system, train users, or test the systems? So your implementation depends upon the design. What kind of hardware are you using, or what kind of software are you using? And so basically implementation is building and acquiring those systems depending upon the design. If it's building or acquiring software, building or acquiring hardware, maybe integrating a system, training users. So that's what implementation is. You're implementing your design. And so implementation is based upon design. And the final step in this process is, of course, with any system, is the maintenance of the system. So after we have planned, we have analyzed, we have designed and implemented, and it's all working, it's all put into place. Further on in the future, we need to upkeep the maintenance of the system. It's the upkeep of the system, and it occurs once the system is operational. So your maintenance includes the implementation of the changes the software might undergo over a period of time, or implementation of new requirements after the software is deployed at the customer locations. So that is the maintenance stage. So just to sum up, this was SPL 6 going over the question of the systems development life cycle, where we went over the 5 stages, which were planning, analysis, design, implementation, and finally, maintenance. Thank you for watching.